here we are. Crossing that bridge at rush hour was like incredibly unnerving. Not my favorite part of the hike, but here we are. Just going to some motel. Spot's gonna meet me. I am going to beat him there for the first time ever, which means I get my choice of bed on one and the best outlet for charging, i.e. closest to the bed so I don't have to move. I get a shower first. This is very exciting stuff in my opinion. We are in Delaware Water Gap, eating our breakfast, which took like an hour, and enjoying the stream before we head out today. This is the trail this morning, starting to get rocky, uphill. Lots of rhododendrons, which are probably beautiful when they're blooming. Rock scramble. And we're going up there. Alright, so I just had lunch and only done about 10 miles and it's 2:30, so I'm guessing probably not gonna get 20 in today, even though I really wanted to. It is flat now, but just the rocks are crazy. It's as bad as everybody says it is. It's just like ankle twisting, no place to put a flat step. And I really want to get as much done as I can before Colin gets here, and I take 2 zeros just because I'll have so much time to rest my ankles and feet, and it is really painful. So I will show you. Good morning. So I'm putting my brace on. I did not make it to the shelter I wanted to get to last night. I wanted to do 20 yesterday and 16 today to get into Palmerton, which is like Lehigh Gap. I think that is the worst of the rocks. And then I would have 2 days off because Colin's picking me up tonight. And so I need to get as much done as I possibly can today and then get rest, because this is the worst my knee has hurt since the Whites. I think the big miles and the easier train from Connecticut, New York, and New Jersey to here, plus this is awful on the feet, the rocks, the back. I mean, I couldn't even tell you what anything I saw was yesterday. You just looked straight down the whole time to try to not like twist your ankle, fall and break your neck. It's not like it's, we have rocky sections every day like this in every state, but it's like, a quarter of a mile, not 16 miles straight of just rocks. And they're loose and they're unpleasant. And I am debating, there's a blue blaze that's a little bit longer into Lehigh Gap, but I guess the rocks are a little more stable and not so bad, depending on how it'll be at the end of the day if I make it. So my options are to go 20 miles to Lehigh Gap / Palmerton and have Colin pick me up there, or go to Danielville or something like that. which is only like 15 miles, not even, maybe 14. So I told Colin we'd check in at noon, see where he is. He drives like a 90-year-old man, so he's definitely not going to be speeding to get here. So the chances of him being here at 4:30 when he said are like slim to none. So I don't know. It's either going to be 14 or 20. I really want to get the 20 in, even if that makes him wait a little bit. Sorry, babe. I want to do what's best for my knee. And then SWAT did not make it to the shelter either last night, where he was planning on staying, so we both camped here, and it's 7 a.m. and he's totally gone, and I did not hear a thing. The guy is so quiet. So I probably will not see him again until he's finished. So he's going to finish in Duncannon, which is like 100 miles away or so, and then once I get back on trail in 2 days, he's going to stay a couple days in Duncannon while he figures out what to do next. And then I can get there and buy him a beer to celebrate finishing his Triple Crown. So that's super exciting. And then I don't know who I'm going to be around when I get back on trail. I thought Happy Feet and Sticks would be behind me, but because they took so much time off, but somehow they're ahead of me. So I won't be catching up with them if I take 2 days off. High Vis is a day behind, and he's pretty quick, so maybe if he takes a 0, we'll see him again. And other than that, I know same thing with Baby Powder and Roots, and I don't know who else is behind me, so I'm going to be like the last of the SoBos if I don't get moving. Yeah, so that is today's update. We need to get rocking and rolling, and it's about 7 o'clock, and there's no water in this section, so I'm going to try to make it to all the water caches, and because all the water that there is down really steep, long side trails. So you have to go down a steep trail, half a mile, and a half mile back up. There was a water cache in Wind Gap, so thank you to whoever, trail angel or trail maintainer, who did that. I drank most of half my water on the way up to camp last night, and then SWAT had too much, so I took some of his. So it worked out, but I have to get better at conserving water because I get so thirsty and I drink so much water, but I'm not very good at cameling up. I can't drink more than like a liter is really, really pushing it for me. Usually it's closer to a half liter at once, and then I kind of sip on it on my way up during climb. So I have the little bladder thing here with the tube. I might have to start, like, when I need to conserve water, put that away and be more conscious about like drinking water in small stints instead of I just sipped on it all the way up and then was like, oh crap, it's out. So, lesson learned. All right. Well, it is freezing today. Every time I stop, I have to put on my jacket for while I'm eating my snacks. Still not sure how many miles I'm going to get in. And I can't look at you because I'm trying not to fall on the rocks. Tell me if the scenery's pretty. I can't see it. I have no idea. There was a water cache here at Smith Gap, thank goodness. So I was able to rehydrate something. There just hasn't been enough water. So I ate all my non-dehydrated food already. Except for one packet of tuna, which I was like saving for lunch. So I'm not sure when I'm going to get off. Still hoping to do 20. Oh, it's so cold though. Alright, gotta get moving, warm back up. Lots of loose rocks. See the Lehigh River down there. And just trying to go slow. My knee is really, really hurting, and so are my ankles. Rented the cutest little Airbnb in Portland, which is just a town over from Delaware Water Gap, right on the river here. So let me show you around. Excuse all of my clutter. But yeah, it's absolutely huge. There's like 3 bedrooms, so it'd be great for any hiker that's having family come out to visit. And we've spent our time playing games and drinking wine and cooking and doing all the things that we enjoy doing together. Dinner prep for our multi-course dinner tonight. What's our first course?
Scallops?
You're terrible at this.
I don't know.
It's going to be bacon wrapped scallops.
Bacon wrapped scallops.
Charred corn with pickled onions.
Yep.
Doesn't that sound delicious? Oh, you suck at this. But I love you.
Our first course is bacon wrapped scallops with charred corn and pickled shallots. Sounds good.
No, I'm leaving all of that in.
No.
All kidding aside, tonight we are going to do some scallops, bacon wrapped with charred corn and pickled shallots. The next course is going to be roasted broccoli with goat cheese and a mint parsley kind of puree or pesto. And then we're going to do a lamb chop over rutabaga puree with some caramelized onions. And then we have a fruit tort that Colin made and brought out from Ohio. So it's going to be pretty delicious. So apparently Colin and I are both bad at this. Don't think we'll be hosting a cooking show anytime soon. But we forgot our first course, which is these tomatoes that Colin brought from our garden. And we're going to be making a recipe from my website, peeltheseal.com. And it is fresh tomatoes with a crispy garlic and oregano oil. Our first course is garden tomatoes with crispy garlic and oregano oil. Bon appetit. Alright, it's a little dark in here, but course 2 is the roasted corn with the pickled shallots and the bacon wrapped scallops. Unfortunately, they didn't have like normal scallops. We had to buy them this way, but it is what it is. It should still be, you know, pretty tasty. Okay, it is getting really dark in here. This one is course 3, roasted broccoli with mint and goat cheese. So we did a rutabaga and carrot mash with caramelized onions and a seared lamb chop and just a little bit of parsley to finish. Ice cream or whipped cream for this, but we have a apple and peach tart. Or I don't even know. Dessert.
Garbage tart.
Garbage tart. All right, there you go. Yum. Heading back to the trail, my chauffeur. It was a good visit. It was nice to get a couple days rest. Legs feel pretty good, but my pack is heavy. I've got 3 days worth of food, and my knee just cannot support that weight. So I'm gonna have to think about some longer sections as I get down south. I'm going to have to get into town more frequently, which with COVID is not my ideal situation. A little work to plan for that, and yeah, I feel pretty good.
Good.
Good visit.
Great visit.
And I ate and ate and ate this morning. We had egg sandwiches with yummy gooey cheese and bacon and a green smoothie and plums. And I packed out a salad and some roasted pork. So it will continue to be a good food day. And then after that, back to